What if dreams aren't random at all, but messages from a deeper part of yourself, trying to show you things? In this video, you're going to learn exactly what dreams are from an esoteric view, how to control dreams, and how to dream more frequently. Dreams are not nonsense. They are expressions of the subconscious mind. In the daytime, we're using our conscious mind, what we are aware of. This represents the daytime, the sun, the external world. We're operating in the external, outside the body in the day. But when we go to sleep, we return inward. Everything does this breath. We breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Everything does this in and out process in the universe. We live, we die every single day. We wake up, we express things in the external. Then at nighttime, we return back to darkness, back to the internal. This is the breath of the universe. We have summer, we have winter. This is the breath of the sun and the seasons with the earth. You have an internal world and an external world. External is physical, the internal is spiritual. Like I said, when we go to sleep, we are returning back to the internal world of your own consciousness and subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind holds everything about you, your memories, your traumas, everything you've ever learnt, your language, your name, your job, everything you identify with is stored within this vast network of the subconscious mind. It is your own personal consciousness. Therefore, when we dream, we return back to the subconscious mind, and we are in fact thinking, but in a subconscious way. The subconscious does not speak the same language as the conscious mind. The conscious mind uses language, thoughts, and all things that are very logical and very easy to understand. The subconscious is the complete opposite. It is very indirect, metaphorical, and symbolic. The subconscious communicates and works in symbols. Ultimately, symbolism is the language of consciousness. This is why in occultism and esotericism, it is filled with occult symbols, because symbols are used to communicate directly with the consciousness within the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind is ultimately connected to the collective consciousness. We are all connected and tapping into the mental plane, where we receive thoughts, ideas, depending on what we attune our mind to. That's why we call it a mindset. But getting back on topic, the subconscious mind is your own personal network. It is like a net, an interconnected web of your thoughts, memories, traumas, emotional blockages, and all the things you identify with and have experienced in your life is stored within this network. It can be seen as a web. One example of the subconscious mind using symbolism is this next story I can tell you. Let's say I was in a very traumatic car crash as a young child. I experienced a lot of emotional trauma in that car, and that deeply impressed my subconscious mind with that trauma of emotion that I felt. Therefore, every time I see a car in my external world, that car is now a symbol that represents the state of consciousness I was feeling in that particular time of the traumatic car crash. The car is a symbol for a state of consciousness within my subconscious mind. Just like when you see a word, that word triggers what you believe that word to be in your subconscious mind. Symbols are the language of the subconsciousness. Therefore, when we dream, we are basically seeing symbols of our own personal subconscious mind. Our higher mind, which is basically our subconscious, the higher version of you that exists beyond your human thinking mind, communicates using symbolism. The higher mind does not speak human thoughts, human language. It speaks the language of symbolism. Therefore, when we dream, every event, every person, everything that happens, and everything you see is your own personal subconscious mind materializing within the plane of the astral plane. This is a dimension that sits just above the physical world that everything is pulled out of. For example, look around you. Everything you see around you was thought, then imagined. Imagination is the astral plane, and this astral plane sits above the physical world. As above, so below. These objects were thought, imagined within someone's mind, and then pulled into a physical reality. Therefore, the imagination is what you're experiencing within a dream. It is your subconscious mind thinking and materializing within the imaginative plane. For example, let's say you are a Christian, you believe in Jesus your whole life, you have lots of emotion towards Jesus. This deeply impresses your subconscious mind. You believe in him so much, you go to sleep, you have a dream that you meet Jesus. You did not meet directly with Jesus. You met with your own belief. It was your own belief materializing within the imaginative plane and revealing itself to you. Dreams are materializations of your memories, your subconscious beliefs, traumas, and anything that could be inside the subconscious mind. It is your subconsciousness revealing itself to you in a material form. Let's say you have a nightmare. There is a big dark figure chasing you and you are running away in fear, away from this dark figure chasing you. That dark figure is not an external entity. It is not a spirit or a jinn or a demon. It is in fact an aspect of your own mind. It is a symbol that represents maybe a fear, a trauma, or something you are running away from internally, inside your subconscious mind. Something that you are not addressing, but something that is fearful, something that can be controlling you on a subconscious level. Let's say you have a fear to address something in your personal life. You want to address someone who is getting on your nerves at work. You continuously put this off and you fear doing that situation. Over a long period of time, this can slowly control you subconsciously. You start to avoid the person, avoid any contact. It is subconsciously controlling you. This is not the best example, but you can see what I mean. Hidden fears and traumas in the subconscious mind can subconsciously control your actions and ultimately lead you to low states of consciousness, keep you from reaching your higher potential, and ultimately create blockages within your own consciousness. That figure in the dream is a materialization of something that you are fearing and running away from and not addressing. This is why people always have dreams of traumas that they have experienced as a child or when they were younger, or maybe from a year ago or two. It's because that emotion is deeply impressed in the subconscious, and the subconscious is always trying to reveal things to you, communicate to you that you need to change, purify, and maybe heal within your own consciousness. This is how the higher self communicates to you through the language of symbolism. Once you understand this, dreams can become a very powerful tool, not just entertainment at nighttime. Your consciousness never rests. Your consciousness is eternal. It is the very spark of the divine. Your body needs rest. Your consciousness is not physical. It does not need rest. So this is a way you can identify what your dreams are trying to show you is by writing them down. A dream journal. Every single dream that you have a book placed near your bed. Every time you wake up, first thing you should do is pick up the book and write every single detail that you can remember about the dream. The people that you met are all symbols or aspects of yourself. Maybe it is a friend you saw in your dream. That friend represents a state of consciousness that is within you and is trying to reveal something to you. It's about making the subconscious into the conscious, to become conscious of the unknown. Write down every detail, everything you saw, every event that played out, even the details of the clothes that they were wearing. Everything is symbolic within dreams. Write everything down and then analyze the dream. Don't analyze it from a logical mind. Analyze it with the right hemisphere of the brain, which allows you to see metaphors, read between the lines. Try and gain the message that it's trying to show you. What does this overall mean to you? And what could this reveal about aspects of yourself that you need to heal or maybe take action in your life and world? Because your higher self is always guiding you towards awakening and fulfilling your mission in the manifested physical world. Dreams speak in symbols, not logic. Ask about your dreams. What is this trying to tell me? Don't take things literally. Look for an emotional tone and symbolic resonance. With practice, you'll begin to understand the personal language of your subconscious mind. Now that you understand that, again, please leave a like or a comment on this video. This is now a technique for lucid dreaming and dreaming more often. This is not going to happen overnight. This is not an easy method. It simply takes practice and dedication. Every morning, choose 3 time slots. For me, I choose 4:30, 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. 3 alarms that are going to go off at these 3 times, half an hour apart from each other. Each time you wake up, stay awake for 5 to 10 minutes. Turn off the alarm. Try and keep your conscious mind awake, but drift back into sleep. There's no other better way for me to explain that. It's very difficult, but try and keep the mind awake, but the body falling back asleep. More than likely, you will drift off back to sleep. Then the next alarm will go off half an hour after. This will wake you up again, guaranteed. You will probably drift back to sleep by repeating this process. After the 3 alarms go off, each one of them times, you're either going to have a dream or a lucid dream, but definitely you will have a dream. And if it doesn't work one time, keep trying it. I've been using this method for a very long time, and I can tell you 70-80% of the time it triggers a dream, and a very vivid dream. And it's ideal for lucid dreaming because keeping the conscious mind awake while letting the body fall asleep, you can become conscious within these subconscious realms of your mind. But when you are conscious inside the dream world, you can do what you want, but you also want to let the dream naturally unfold. If you try and take too much control, then you will wake back up. If you feel any fear in your dream, you will wake back up into the material world. Another tip to dream more often is to meditate before bed. Simply close your eyes and think about nothing for 5 to 30 minutes. Detach from everything outside you, your name, your job, work, the thoughts. Mentally detach from the world and the physical pleasures and become pure awareness before you try and go to sleep. This will help you become conscious while being within the self. If you wish to learn more about consciousness yourself, the Book of Wisdom Volume 2 can definitely help you. I'll leave a link in the description. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.